My name is Dawn Rollick, and I'm here to help you set up a display for either a women's expo, open house, or a craft show that you may be doing. I'm going to start from the bottom up and tell you how I built this display, and then from there, if you have any further questions, you'll be able to get a hold of me through the Ning site, because this is where that will be posted. We're going to start today. Today I'm using just a 4-foot table. I like to use an 8 or a 2 4-foots, and I can shape them in an L in different shapes and sizes. But today I'm going to use a 4-foot because that's what I'm setting up here for my in-home open house. So what I like to start with is my 4-foot table, and I like to make sure that I have my covering down to the floor, because in that way that's a great place to store like your empty boxes, your tubs, whatever you bring in for your display, and that way nobody sees them and yet they're out of sight and out of mind. And a lot of times if I sit behind the table, then I can actually put my cash box back there and work right over the top of the table to show the candles to the customers. Okay, I started with a navy blue table covering. I like a solid darker color. It enhances the product, I feel, and it actually makes it more elegant looking and a more higher end product. But you can use any color that you would like and what you have at home. Then from there, I actually like to use layers, and so I have a pie shelf that I'm using. And then I actually draped it with a lace tablecloth, so I started at the top, went into the back, up over the back, and back down in behind it, and then brought it out to the front and let it flow over. I usually always put my Bella bars on top with my sign that tells about the Bella bars, and then a lot of times I'll lay the scents across the top, have them open so they can see and smell the scents, and then the rest of the display is back behind that. Then on the bottom, a lot of times I have displayed like our pies and our bakery items, just because it is a bakery shelf. Today, I used it for my jar candles. And I like to pop open the lids and make sure that they're available for people to stop by and smell, plus the aroma draws the attention. Then I added the spa series here, along with the Bella Balm. And then as you see here, this is set up with a couple of shelving. I actually have 2 layers, a high shelf and a low shelf. And I like to, and these shelves you can find at any Walmart. They're used for inside of your kitchen cupboards actually, so they're in the kitchen area. And my husband just went and cut the legs in half so that I had double shelving, so I have a couple layers. A lot of times these come in very, very handy. I put jar candles on them to layer them up, all types of things. You can butt them end to end. I actually own 3 tall and 3 short. Today I've got the 2 here for the display, and I'm actually displaying our simmer pot on that. I like to have the roller towards the front of my display just so I can click it and show people that it actually uses a light bulb and it's plugged in instead of using a tea light, because a lot of them are used to tea lights in their simmer pots. And that's really nice. I always advertise it. It makes a great night light too. So, and then I added my Mia Melts, the 2 10-packs, and then I also have several here on the side, and I like to sell them in each. A lot of times people like to sample different scents, so I'll sell them out in per piece. Then down here I displayed our 3 air fresheners that we have on sale. I also have my business cards laid out here, so they're easy to grab and people can just pick them up if they happen to just walk by and just want a little bit more information. I also have the foaming hand wash. When I'm doing an in-home show or an open house in my home, a lot of times I will have this in my bathroom so people can walk in and try it. The same with this, I always have a sample available so that I can put a little pea size on their hands and they can rub it on and try it. So I like to use that, and a lot of times I'll write sample across the front of the Bella Balm. Then I also have my votives on display here. I left them in the box this time, but you can also package them, and you can find these little baggies at Walmart, 102 a pack for about $1.25, and I think they're the 3x6 size, the medium size. There's one a little bit smaller that we actually use for samples, but this one, the votives just slide right in there. I always tag them with the name and then my website so that people can find me. And then these, a lot of times, if I bring in a box like this, then I'll sell them like 2 for $5 as a special, or $3 a piece. I also like to have on-hand votive cups. I purchased these through I'm trying to Schrock's, and that is in our Power of Leaders Candles team forum. So make sure that you do your research there, and there's always that little search button up there, so all you have to do is just pop up there and type in what you're looking for, and it's just like a search engine with Google, and it'll bring up whatever you're looking for within that website. And there is tons of information and wonderful information in our Power of Leaders team forum. And then also I just laid some books here on the corner, some catalogs, so people can just grab if they forget at my entrance to grab a catalog. Then that way we have them in there. And then I also have our pricing list, and that is also found on the Power of Leaders site. I think that's about it. And like I said, if you build in layers, you can get a lot on the table. It makes it look nice and a nice display. You don't need a ton, but if you got it, then you want to display it so that you can sell. I guess that's it. And thank you for stopping by and checking out a little bit more about your business.